everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cooking from Camp. I'm James, and I'm here doing another kind of one skillet quick meal. Not quick, but easy meal for those of you camping, even for tenters probably. As long as you have a cooking, maybe an electric skillet you can plug in somewhere, or if you got the propane style one. This is basically going to be like a power bowl. A power bowl usually includes a variety of healthy grains and other added little ingredients. I'll show you what I like to put in, and it can vary every single time. And the added little toppings at the end, we'll talk about that in a second. But to start with, basically, I'm going to blend a couple of grains today to make this sort of interesting. So we've got farro here, and I've got a rice blend that I found at a bulk organic food market. When you're mixing your grain and your water, each of these has a different proportion. So you just look that up. I've got a certain amount of farro here. I'm going to add the water that's, appropriate for that amount, and vice versa. That way you can mix them. They kind of cook about the same time, 10, 12, 15 minutes. It's really not the end of the world because you're going to cook until it's all fully cooked. You can't really overcook, a farro or a grain that much, really. And I'm also going to be adding an onion. That'll be one of the aromatics. That'll be the base that will cook first. Of course, some garlic. I always like to add garlic. Why not? And the other thing I'm adding is a sweet potato. This is a sweet potato. I know there's a million things about there. That's really a yam. That's really a sweet potato. In the United States, that's called a yam probably, but it's truly a sweet potato. There are so many varieties, but you can look all that up later. I'll be sauteing the onion a little bit first with the garlic, and I'll be adding the grains with their appropriate amount of water, and the potato needs about 10-12 minutes. So depending upon what grains you're using and how long that takes, you'll add the potato at that point. Maybe not right at the very, very beginning. I'm going to add, here, I have some tricolor quinoa. That's also an option to use, but I'm not using it today. But see, there are lots of different grains you can mix. They're low fat, they're high in protein, potassium, fiber. The skin I'm going to leave on the yam, or the sweet potato actually. I'm confusing myself. The sweet potato because there's a lot of fiber, antioxidants, so I like to leave the skin on my potatoes when I cook with them. Why not? Why would you cut away the nutritional value of a food, You can add a spice mix. I've got kind of a Mexican blend here that I'm going to add. It's not that much, so I'll probably end up adding a little bit more chili powder or cumin or something like that. I'll taste it later. You can also do a commensurate amount of a bouillon cube with however much water you need to use for your grains. Let's see. The last ingredient will be edamame. Edamame, that's soybean. And soybean you can buy in the refrigerator section. These happen to be in the freezer section. They're fully cooked, ready to go. You can just nibble on them. They're great for salads, great for stir fries. Since they're cooked, that just comes stirred in at the end. I'm making this dish today for a bit of a heavy hors d'oeuvres kind of happy hour thing. So I'm making it in advance, and I'll cook it probably, or serve it probably room temperature. Maybe warmed. If it's still a little bit warm, I won't reheat it. But if you were cooking this just for yourself, you could top it with some sliced avocado, any kind of little crunchy topping that you might have, some peanuts. You can unveganize it, unvegetarianize it by crumbling some cheese, adding some cheese, or even topping it with a couple of fried eggs. And there's lots of ways to do that. Not doing that today because it's going to be kind of served in a small bowl just as a snack. So first things first. I'm not cooking with wine today because it's the middle of the afternoon. If you're drinking red wine and cooking in the middle of the afternoon in your kitchen, talk to somebody. Maybe white wine or rosé. But anyway, I'm not doing any of that. So let's get to slicing and dicing. So to start with, we'll get the olive oil in a nice sized skillet. Now the skillet has to be big enough to handle all of your grains after they're cooked and swollen, the potato, the onion, etc. So we'll get that onion cut up. I like it a little bit larger chunks because I like the variety from the small size of the grain to a little bit something toothier. If you'd like to really, really mince up those onions, feel free to do that as well. Once that olive oil is warm enough, we're going to put the onions in the skillet, stir that around, get it going, adding salt and pepper, of course. When you're dealing with onions, it's just nice to add that basic salt and pepper. Garlic takes a lot less time than an onion to cook, so I'm just preparing them, getting the skin off them. Have you ever tried this trick of taking the side of your knife and giving that bulb or that little bulb a smash, and you can get that paper thin off quite easily? So I'm going to dice that up nice and small, and right towards the end, add that to the onions. You can smell the garlic going pretty quickly when you get the aromatic in there. Get that potato ready, wash up the potato. Same thing with the potato. Choose what size you wish to have it cut up to be. I'm going to do it in nice size cubes so that you again have a new nice variety in textures. I said before I was going to hold off on the potato, but I'm realizing that this potato takes longer to cook, maybe more than a white potato, so I'm adding it actually with the grains so it can cook that full 10, 12, 15 minutes. Adding the grains here and the commensurate amount of water for each one. Again, you can look that up to see how much water goes to how much grain. You can again add that bouillon cube or that chicken cube, whatever. Give it a nice stir. I'm going to add my Mexican spices there. Once I get that stirred in nicely, I'm going to cover the skillet, find your nice, good, steady simmer, and let it go. So I wasn't quite as happy with the depth of flavor, so I'm adding a little bit more spice here. That's cumin and a Mexican spice blend. Now, anytime you add herbs or spices, they take 5-10 minutes, probably minimum, to kind of release their flavor. So I've given it a little bit more heat and covered it up again. Now I'll just add my edamame. Remember, it's cooked, so it just needs to be stirred in. Stirring it in, giving a little bit of a warmth. Again, I'm serving this room temperature basically to my guests. So I'm getting my serving bowl out here, pour it in my serving bowl, and we'll have a look at it and see what you think. All right, here we are, the finished product. Putting it in a serving bowl here. Now, if I was serving this just for, you know, me, myself, Paul, whoever you'd put it in your serving bowl, you'd put your fried egg, you'd put your sprinkle of some nuts or your avocado slices, whatever you like. Like I said, I'm putting this on a small buffet for some heavy hors d'oeuvres tonight. So I'll just put out some bowls and some chips and pita and whatnot. This is basically the finished product. So it is a grain bowl with soybeans, a sweet potato, very low in fat, very high in protein, potassium, antioxidants, low in calories. Did I mention that? This is a very, very healthy, well-balanced meal for you. And the things that you add more and more, a little bit of cheese sprinkle maybe, whatever, depending upon what herbs you decided to use. Maybe you wanted to go a little bit Italian, maybe you want a little bit Indian, maybe a little bit Mediterranean. Whatever you decide to do, it's kind of open. If you do a Mexican version, maybe hold back the soybeans and put in some black beans, put in some roasted corn, something like that. Anyway, quite easy to manage and make what you want it to be, so I hope you try it out and enjoy it. If you like my videos, you can hit the notifications. Well, you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, what? Hit the notification button, and if you hit that bell, you're going to know when we add more videos, whether it's a cooking video or one about our camping experiences. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy your grain bowl.